Hey friends, today we're talking about... Hey friends, I'm Ryland with Rainsford Photography, where we're all about building confidence for you, the wedding photographer. Today is part 3 of our Lightroom series. We're going to be talking about organizing all your photos, because eventually somebody might want to look at them. Yeah, right, isn't that right, Rosie? And we always need to be able to find them, and it is so easy when you're taking thousands and thousands and thousands of photos at weddings to just get totally overwhelmed. So you've got to have a system, you've got to have it figured out, and we're going to tell you exactly how we do it hey, to keep our lives sane. All right, y'all ready? Let's jump in. Whoa. Ready, Rosie? Let's jump in. Like I said, when you're taking thousands of photos at every wedding, you've got to have a system for storing and organizing and processing those photos. They don't just do it themselves. So today we're walking through exactly how we do it, how we keep all our photos organized, both while they're in process and how we store them long term. The first thing we're actually going to look at is how we organize our files in the background. And so we import all of our photos. We don't import them directly into Lightroom. We copy and paste all of our photos directly from our SD cards onto our machine, onto our hard drives in the file storage system that we have developed and that we like. And then we import them into Lightroom because it's just easier to manage them that way, we have found, rather than importing them through Lightroom and trying to organize them that way. So basically, we have found that we want a unique folder and a unique Lightroom catalog for every major project that we do. So for us, that's a wedding or a couple. So for example, in 2019, these aren't all of them, but we had all these weddings that we did in 2019. And what we have is that we have put all of their photos and their catalog into a single folder for each couple that's dated. So we know who it was, when we did it, and they're organized in that way. And so here we have their engagement photos that we took, we have their wedding photos, and we have their catalog. Also, we do stuff for our church, and so we have a church project folder where all the photos that we've taken for them over time are all there. They're all in one catalog, so they're all available at the same time. So that's how we manage our files on the back end. So then, once you've got your files all loaded in, then you can import them directly from your hard drive, from that file location, into Lightroom. And so in Lightroom, what you see then is that you've got all those photos in this catalog, and it's split between 2 different folders, their engagement photos and their wedding photos. And that we have just found, again, that this is the best way to organize our photos, so that we don't have too many photos in one catalog and it becomes too much to handle. That was our experience when we first started out. We didn't really know much about catalogs, and so we weren't really using them, and we ended up with one catalog that had 200,000 photos in it, and it was so big and so clunky that it took forever to back up, it took forever to open, forever to close. It was having errors all the time because it was just too big. So that's when we realized, oh gosh, we've got way too many photos here. We have got to start paring things down into more manageable chunks. It's also super helpful to have these catalogs in these manageable sizes so that you can create backups easily, so that you never lose your work. Don't risk losing your work. So create an individual catalog for every major project that you do. For us, that's each individual couple and all the events leading up to their wedding. Make sure that you store the actual raw files in the background in a comparable way on your actual hard drive, and that'll just give you so much more peace of mind. Will make things so much simpler. In our workflow module, which is coming up, we'll talk about how we import, cull, and then what we do with these photos after we're done with them in Lightroom, how we do long-term storage. You already kind of got a glimpse of that. But really, that's it, guys. It's that simple. So this was a bit of a shorter one for you today, but that's because it was really just one idea, just the idea of using catalogs and managing your files well. Next up, we're going to be talking about editing efficiency in Lightroom and a couple of tips and tricks and work methods for that, which I think you'll find super, super helpful. So please subscribe to our channel, drop us a comment below, make sure to like this video. If you have any questions or anything, any ways that we can help you grow your confidence as a wedding photographer, please let us know below. Any other ideas of things you'd like to hear, we'd love to hear it. We're all about that. So again, make sure to subscribe and we'll see you next time. So let's dive in. So let's dive in.